What's up everyone? Today in this video, I wanted to talk about a few ways I am fighting my phone addiction through digital minimalism. As I wrote this video and was getting ready to film it, I practiced some of these ideas and philosophies and actually got it done much faster than it usually takes me. As always, I'm only speaking from my own experience, hoping that you guys watching at home can get some valuable information out of it. This video is actually inspired by the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it already. It really puts in perspective how apps and our phones are designed to keep us hooked and to spend more time there. Anyways, here are 5 ways I'm breaking my phone addiction. I hope you get some value out of these. But quickly, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism content, self-improvement, and things of that nature. If that sounds good to you and you end up liking the video, be sure to like it and consider subscribing. Now, let's get right in. Now, the first thing on this list is just leave it behind. I'm talking about leaving your phone behind at home or in your car when you're going out for the day. I find that when I do this myself, whatever I'm doing seems to get done faster and it's even a little more enjoyable. Not to mention, if you're going somewhere to meet someone or spend time with someone, it can be kind of rude if you can't stop checking your phone the entire time. I can actually think of countless times where I was getting ready to leave for the day and I got in my car and realized I didn't have my phone on me and was kind of subconsciously glad about it. And I thought maybe that was a sign that I should try doing this more often. Next time you're leaving the house to run a few errands or just leaving the house for the day, try forgetting your phone and see how that changes your mood for the day. Now, the next thing on this list is what I call creating friction. There's actually a part in The Social Dilemma where the mom takes everyone's phone and puts them in a lockbox until I think dinner was over. I probably won't go to this measure, but it gave me a few ideas. It's really about creating more steps and making the process of accessing your phone a little more difficult for yourself, thus giving you more time to catch yourself mindlessly grabbing for it. It could be as simple as taking your phone and throwing it in the sock drawer for a few hours while you need to get work done. One thing I started doing is at night when I'm going to bed, I started leaving my phone on the charger across the room. If you're confident that you will still hear your alarm in the morning, I highly recommend this. It definitely keeps me from reaching for my phone randomly just because I can't fall asleep. Now I would have to get up out of bed, walk across my room, and grab it. The next one here is to set app restrictions. Now I'm pretty sure there are ways to go into your settings and limit the exact time you spend on certain apps. However, I take it a step further and I usually just delete the app entirely. Therefore, in order to go back on that app, I have to go into the App Store, re-download it, and log back in. Now, if you have more self-control than me, you can probably just set app restrictions in your settings. There are also screen time reducing apps like Forest, for example. This app just has a few plants and a timer, and if you leave the app before the time is up, your plants start to die, and that's just pretty sad. So like I said, I just delete my apps entirely. I'll check them maybe once a week or when I get home on my desktop. This way, it pretty much guarantees that I'll catch myself spontaneously refreshing all day. Now, the next one here is to catch yourself in the act. And by that I mean, try to consciously catch yourself when you're reaching for your phone when nothing interesting is happening right in front of you. When we're sitting at a table, waiting in line, or on the toilet, by default, we go for our phones. My personal worst habit is checking my phone at red lights, like every red light, and I remember catching myself thinking how much has really changed in 2 minutes since the last red light I was at. I noticed that by default, I just go for my phone when nothing interesting is happening right in front of me. But my last point on catching yourself pulling out your phone, just try and remember the core functions of our phones, calling and texting. Try to limit yourself to only these few things for a while and forget it has other entertainment functions. Now, I possibly saved the best one for last, and that is changing your phone to black and white mode. On my minimalist cell phone video, someone left a comment saying how they changed their phone to black and white, and I thought that was a really interesting idea, so I decided to try it out for a while. In the iPhone settings, there's a way to change your phone to grayscale, making everything black and white. I can 100% say that this has definitely changed the amount of time I spend on my phone. And without all the colorful apps and photos and display, there is a lot less overstimulation happening. The engineers and psychologists that designed these apps created them to be as visually pleasing as possible to keep us on them as long as possible. So making them look a little less visually appealing can help us fight that urge to just stay on them. Not to mention, I feel a lot less strain in my eyes, which I feel like contribute to my migraines. But anyways, those are all the points I have. I think I would be happy if I cut back to around an hour a day total on my phone, including calls and YouTube. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but I'm seeing that through these ideas, I'm finding that there's more time in the day, and I'm finding joy in little things once again, rather than constant overstimulation. Anyways, I really hope you guys got some value out of this video. This one means a lot to me because if I can just help one person watching spend a little bit less time every day on their phone, this video will have been worth it. I know more than anyone what it's like to lay in bed when you should be sleeping or doing something much more important, but you just can't seem to put it down. If you like this video and you like this type of content, consider liking the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.